Thank you.
I'm going to copy that link.
So if you want to use, so have you ever tried using like public transit? Like we have paratransit for people that.
I get free. I get free travel on public buses. I get 2 for 1 fare for my sighted guide. Like if I'm taking like a train, bus, or plane outside of my city,
Yeah.
I get 2 for 1 fare. Basically, my sighted guide rides for free.
Oh, okay. But how about, is there some kind of service? They call it paratransit for us, where for 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 people that where public transit would be kind of even too hard for them. So there's
Oh yeah, we do
paratransit.
have that up here. I don't need to use it myself
Hmm.
because I'm still pretty good at getting around. When I do go out, I always have my kid with me. They're always my eyes.
Oh, I see. So your son lives with you?
Oh, they identify as non-binary.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
one of them's come.
so I say they.
They is the easiest way. It's still I'm still getting used to it myself.
I know, right?
Hey, back when I was a kid, there were the straights and then there were the swingers, and then there was straights, swingers, and gays, and then it just kept on expanding.
Yeah.
Things happen. Life goes on. That's how I look at it. I evolve. I'll
Yeah.
evolve with it. I'm gonna get my page open.
Oh, so I guess Tuber Chat didn't answer what part of Canada he's in. Oh, he lives in Niagara Falls,
Yeah, Niagara Falls. That's what they had said.
works in Toronto.
Yeah, Toronto is a beautiful city. Can be anyway. I've lived in Toronto. I've lived in almost every major city in Canada at one time or another for a short time.
Oh, really?
I have traveled around. Uh, my story is kind of a complicated one. Well, not really complicated, but I had some bad stuff go on in my life.
Yeah.
Just after I found out that I was going blind, my mother had passed away, and she
Oh.
was the only person I had at that time. After she passed away, I basically had to choose where she was going to be buried. I had to figure out how to pay to get her buried, all that type of stuff.
Oh, because you have no siblings?
No,
Oh,
I'm a
okay.
single child. My
Yeah,
father passed
me
away
too.
when I was very young as well.
Oh.
It was literally only approximately a year. It was only approximately a year before my mother passed away, or it was only roughly a year after I had found out I was going blind that my mother passed
Oh.
away.
And you were 15?
Yes, I was 15, going on
Oh, so did you
16.
go live with relatives or what?
I went and lived with some relatives for a short amount of time, a very short amount of time.
Yeah.
They could not understand what I was going through.
Yeah.
Mentally, physically, I was still reeling from finding out I was going blind, and then
Yeah.
my dreams were to actually become a forest ranger, and that got destroyed.
Yeah.
1 second here. I'm trying to get my chat up here because I have people
So
coming in on my side too.
have you had a job?
I have had jobs in the past, yes. It's been quite a while since I had a decent job. I'm on disability.
Yeah.
Fixing
I
chat up here.
I worked for 25 years as an art educator. So I retired early and but for 20 I was in year 10 of teaching when of being an art educator when I was diagnosed, and luckily I could keep my career and I didn't have to change. I didn't have to retrain for something different. I was able to keep it.
And cheers, people in my chat. RD Organic, Jaden, Sasquatch Man, DJ is. Cheers.
So that's people in your chat, right?
Yes. This is the chat or the link that I am posting in my chat right
Yeah,
now
right. Okay.
is to bring you over to Diana's chat, which is Serenity Studio Art. That's where we are actually doing this.
Yes, if you have any questions, please put them in the chat. We're welcome to taking questions.
Oh yeah, I was first diagnosed when I was 15. I was literally getting my driver's license. I had been studying to become a forest ranger. I had already got my St. John ambulance. I got my lifeguard course. Uh, I had been able to identify like all the animals, that type of thing.
Wow.
And well, when I found out I was going blind, that totally blew all that stuff away. Like I would not be able to be a forest ranger. I'd not be able to drive, be a bush pilot, any of that type of thing.
Yeah.
And being night blind again, definitely not wouldn't be any good for spotting fires or anything like that, or trying to find people in the dark.
So then you were kind of lost and struggling for a while.
Yeah. After my mother passed away, and after I managed to get her buried and all that type of thing, I ended up chasing work across Canada, back and forth a few times, trying to find myself, trying to find work, just trying to survive.
Yeah, like starting at age 15, you were like already on your own.
Oh, my mother passed away just after I turned 17.
Oh. So then at starting at
I
17, you were on
was
your own?
I was 15, just turning 16 when I found out I was going blind. It was
Oh,
like
okay.
4 months before my 16th birthday, and I was going to be going for my driver's license. And that's when they found out that I was legally blind, and well, not legally blind at that time, but I'd lost enough vision that it was going to make things very complicated.
So starting at 17, you were on your own?
Yes. I
So I
basically
imagine,
went
like,
away for I
how do you
basically
get a
went away
place
for a
to
summer.
live? How did you get a place to live? What?
That took a while. Like I basically lived homeless for almost 7 years,
Oh,
just
homeless for,
chasing work. I lived in a tent
oh,
when my
homeless for
tent
how
finally
many?
7 years.
Oh, okay.
And at the same time, my eyesight kept on getting worse and worse. And eventually I had to say, like, I got to give up trying to work because it just wasn't working. And with less and less sight, it also made it a lot harder to hitchhike and that type of thing, doing traveling and doing outside work. It got very complicated.
Mhm.
Eventually, I
Yeah.
did get on welfare and then on to disability. And once I got on disability, I started getting my life back together. And then my kid came along and totally changed me even more.
Yeah.
Put me back to the point where I wanted to live.
Oh,
More than just survive, I wanted to actually live.
yeah.
And there's Troy in the chats. I love Weed Live.
Uh, Hi, Troy. Let's check. Let me check my chat. Let's see.
Hey, cheers, Jim. Jim's Landscaping LLC.
Hi, Jim.
I'm actually over on Diana's chat. And the chat over here on mine is just an extension.
Hi, Jaden. Hi, I love weed.
Yeah, I have both of them on. I took the time to get both chats open. That way my TTS reads both of them.
Oh, that's amazing. It reads both chats.
Yep.
That's through the Chrome extension.
Yes. The most I've had going is 4 different chats at once, and the TTS actually started changing the voice.
And it's not a problem when you have guests. It's not a problem when you have guests.
No.
So I got to get that. What's it called again?
It's called YouTube Live. Then it's text the number 2 speech. It'll give you a bunch of warnings when you go to add it. It'll say like, oh, there's a possibility it may hurt your YouTube and this and that, but it never has. It's never hurt my YouTube.
Oh, okay.
But there's a lot of extensions out there. There's a bunch of different ones. There's also a bunch of separate apps you can download to do the same thing that are screen readers and that type of thing, besides what Windows already has built into it. Windows has a lot of accessibility features built right into it. Just most people don't know how to get to them or how to use them.
Yeah. Same for Apple. They have too, and it's a question of I went for a training at Apple at the Apple Store. I went for a training on how to use all the different accessibility things, and
I can believe it.
And but I just like I didn't really have any. I didn't really like them.
Like the only one I have a real use for is like the magnifier, being able to change the different colors and contrasts on the screen.
Yeah.
Oh no, nobody else needs that extension. It just reads the YouTube chats to me personally. That's why I always have on the headset, is so that way nobody hears the chat talking.
Oh yeah, that's right. Well, if we don't, let's see, we have any questions? Any questions in Neil's chat or my chat? Any questions that you have about our blindness?
Jaden asking about the text to speech, and you only need to have it the once. Like if you want it to be reading your own messages to you or your own YouTube chats to you, yeah, you just need to have it downloaded the once. It puts it into your Google, your Chrome, and yeah, your YouTube chat. You just need to have the chats open. What I normally do is I use the pop out feature in YouTube to just pop out the chats themselves. So I don't have the whole video and everything else playing. I just have the YouTube chat off to the side. And then I have StreamYard. When I don't have to do anything on the StreamYard, I can actually have the YouTube chats overlaying the StreamYard chat. So it's just sitting on top of StreamYard. That way I can still access the buttons that I need to access to like leave or that type of thing.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today for Blindness Awareness Month.
Yes, everybody, it is Blindness Awareness Month.
Yes,
And what are you working on?
I'm doing adult coloring pages. So I'm not creating anything. I'm coloring in. It's adult coloring sheets.
Oh, that's fine. That's cool.
Yeah. That's what we're doing today. And next week we have every week we have a different theme. Today was adult coloring.
You don't need to be live for it to read the chats, Jaden. All it needs is a live chat. As long as you're in anybody's chat, it will read the chat. And Canadian Diamond Dot Witch does the art, the diamond dot art stuff, which is really cool too.
With a vision disability, I wouldn't like all those little tiny diamonds to deal with.
Yeah, and they're not always diamonds. Like they have different shapes. Some of them are round, some of them are square.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, a lot of the text to speeches you can get for YouTube on Google Chrome, it will read the chats to you. And you just need to have the different chats opened or popped out at least to read it.
What do you mean by popped out? What that mean?
I
guess that's hard to explain, right?
The pop out there's up at the top of your chat. There's on one side it says top chat, and you can also turn that to live chat. And then on the other side, there's the three little dots.
Yeah.
In those three little dots, you can pop out the chat there.
Oh.
There's also a little option in there that you can turn, like if you have the little heart on your chats, you can turn it off in there as well.
Wait, say that one again.
I don't know if you've seen it. There's a heart emoji on the chat.
Yes, I've seen that. And it gets in the way of me reading comments.
In the three little dots at the top of your chat on YouTube.
Yeah.
Those three little dots at the right across from top chat.
Yeah.
There's a little slide bar that you can turn off the live reactions. Boom, the heart's gone.
Let me see. Live reactions. It doesn't have that option. It says community moderation, participants, moderator activity, timestamps. Oh, there it is. Reactions. Okay. Yay. I hate that thing. It always gets in the way.
Yeah, you click that and boom, it's gone.
Thank you.
Yeah, I do a lot of poking around in YouTube and that type of thing, trying to find all this stuff.
Yeah, so do I. I never discovered that.
I also figured out how to turn on the live closed captions, but you have to turn that on before you start your live.
Mm-hmm.
But it will have it so that way people that are deaf will actually have it across the bottom of the screen so that way they can read it in real time instead of just being after the fact. I have somebody that comes to my chat. I believe their name is BJ's Misadventures. And they are a deaf person. They come to my chats.
Oh, I didn't know that there was closed caption during live streams.
Yeah, you need to set it before your live stream. You'd go into when you're setting up the live stream on the YouTube side. When you go into Studio, there's three little symbols beside, or yeah, beside your the stream that you're doing. There's normally a pencil kind of shape. Then there's two other shapes. And then there's the live symbol. when you go in there, at the very bottom of the screen, there's a spot where you can turn it to different latencies, which when you put it to normal latency, there's a little slider on the other side that you can then turn on closed captioning.
So, and you were able to do this by seeing, right?
By seeing and by poking around a lot and by my TTS reading shit. And then I heard it one day. It's like, what? What was that? Then I went
Oh,
poke around more. And it's like, oh, okay. I can have live. And it was neat.
oh, okay. Well, thank you so much for joining us today.
You're very welcome. Sorry
And
about being late.
that's okay. And Grayscale Painting says this is a very informative chat. Well, I'm glad you enjoy it. Buy chocolate quilts. They had to go. They said, "Forgive me, I have to go."
I try to be an informative person. Like
Yeah.
with YouTube, I've been using YouTube since I believe 2010.
Oh, I've been on since I had my channel since the end of 2016.
I think mine was November 2010 or 2011. Somewhere around there is when I actually made a YouTube channel myself. And it's been quite the journey.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
I met a lot of people.
Yeah, that's the upside of it. I met a lot of people from around the world.
When I was a kid, that was one of my dreams, was to be known around the world, but that was before we had internet. And
Oh,
then like after internet became a thing, it's like now I have friends all around the world. I am known all around the world. So kind of one of my
yeah.
dreams have come true.
Okay, yeah.
I have people in Australia that know me, people in China, people in Japan, uh, people in Thailand, people in England, people in Scotland, Ireland, people in the Ukraine, all kinds of those little countries over there. My channel's up to 1,000, I think 1,126.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, my channel is mainly about growing and smoking these days because that's all I really can do. I also post up some of the foods we eat and that type of thing.
So,
Cheers, Rhinos. Rhinos Gaming and Music. Just came into my chats. Probably a few people in my chats that I probably need to give them moderator. I give people a moderator in my chats, so if it's people that I know, so that way they can check out other people's channels and subscribe to them. Whoa, very nice, Jim. Very nice. Over 8,000 now.
oh, congratulations.
I remember when he had less than me, and it was only about a year ago. He does Star Trek simulation on his computer and that type of thing, and he makes skits with Star Trek themed skits.
Oh, uh-huh.
Does a really good job of it too.
I never was a Star Trek fan.
I'm a Star Trek fan, Doctor Who fan, Star Wars fan.
Yeah, I like Star Wars.
Just about all of them.
I like Star Wars.
I've been into Doctor Who since I was a kid.
Yeah. Well, I guess we're going to end for today. Thank you for joining us, Neil. And
thank you very much.
Neil's channel linked down below at the top of the description box. So please check his channel out. And Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you so much for joining us. We do this every Monday, 1 to 3 p.m. EST. Every Monday, 1 to 3 p.m. EST. Usually Miriam is my co-host, but she wasn't here today because she doesn't feel well.
I hope she feels better soon. I know there has been quite a few bugs going around.
Yeah.
I hope she's feeling better soon.
Well, actually, it's not a physical thing. It has more to do with the fact that today is the day a year ago where the attack started in Israel.
Oh.
And she lives in Israel.
Ah. Oh, my heart goes out to everybody that was affected by that too.
Yeah.
100%.
Okay, bye, everybody.
Take care, everyone. Make sure you hit that thumbs up as you leave.
Yeah.
If you haven't hit it on the way in.
That's right. Hit it on the way out.
And thanks for having me up.
You're welcome. I guess I'm going to play my outro.
Okay, not a problem. StreamYard makes it so simple now. You can add it all right into automatic. So all you have to do is you can have your intro,
I can't do it when Miriam's here because my music will play out on her channel and she gets copyright claims.
Oh.
So I can't put it as automatic.
Ah.
I can't do my happy dance videos. I can't do anything. I can't do the intro. I can't do the outro because it all gets... Oh, I can do a happy dance. I put some copyright-free music on one of my happy dances. So
I get copyright claims all the time on my channel.
I know. I heard you playing commercial music.
Yeah, I get copyright claims. I'm not worried about copyright claims.
Yeah.
I'm only worried about copyright strikes.
Strikes, right. Okay, bye, everybody. Bye, Neil. Thanks for joining us today.
Bye, everyone. Take care.
Heading to Vegas in my blue striped car. She's riding shotgun and she looks like a star. Yeah, she's got the style that makes you think she's made out of gold. She says she likes it better when we go off-road. Yeah. I'm gonna make it worth your while. I'm gonna make it worth your time. Gonna make it worth your while. When she's with me, we're like superstars. Windows roll down, radio on. I think we could go far. We don't need money. We can skip that part. All I want is her to be with me. She's got a ticket to my heart. The sky is blue, I got the sun in my eyes. It can't get better than when she makes that smile. Yeah, she's got that style that makes you think she's made out of gold. She's turning up the volume on the radio. Yeah. I'm gonna make it worth your while. I'm gonna make it worth your time. I'm gonna make it worth your while. When she's with me, we're like superstars. Windows roll down, radio on. I think we could go far. We don't need money. We can skip that part. All I want is her to be with me. She's got a ticket to my heart.